Good morning. Uh, Juvenile Justice Act is not only for the children who indulge in crimes, but also regulating the home, securing the wandering children, and also after amendment, uh, regulating the adoption procedures. See, a fantastic judgment delivered by Division Bench of Kerala deals with the various uh, proposition of law and particularly the best interpretation of laws. So I would like to uh, deeply go through this judgment so that you should understand how the laws are interpreted. AIR 2021 Kerala 115 and AIR Online 2021 Kerala 472. This is about the adoption of the child. The judgment has categorically restricted that the name of the fathers and mother of the child should not be disclosed in the caste title. Therefore, the judgment says triple X 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 X versus State of Kerala. Juvenile Justice Act, Care and Protection of Children Act 2016, Section 35, 38, Sub 2, Subclass 60, 37, 40, 68. Then Adoption Regulation Act 2017, Regulation 6 and 7. Now I would like to read head notes. Adoption, custody of surrendered child. There is difference between the surrendered child and child married to couple, child born to couple. Then say restoration. Restoration means adopted child, father wants restoration. Child born out of live-in relations to be construed as a child born to married couple. Woman live-in relationship acknowledging biologic father of the child. Out of such relationship would have to be treated as married woman for the purpose of surrendering child for adoption under the Act. Procedure for surrendering the child applicable to married couple not followed. Declaration that child is legally free for adoption and issuance of certificate under Section 38 found to be invalid. In view of willingness of biological father to take care of child, committee directed to consider its right to claim for restoration. This is what a Kerala man, a cine actor, had some relationship with a lady, and thereafter he was not found, but unfortunately or fortunately that Anita gave a birth to baby girl and in the government hospital, and she has mentioned the name of the child, the father with whom she had a relationship. Thereafter, due to some problems, she handed over the child to the child welfare committee, and thereafter by following regulation as if the child was surrendered child and issued a certificate for fitness for adoption. Then the father seems to have filed application for restoration. Since that was not considered, he filed habeas corpus. But the division bench writ of habeas corpus is not maintainable since there was legal proceeding. But however, in view of Section 102 of the Juvenile Justice Act, they have converted it as a revision petition. So such a plenary power is conferred with the High Court. Then they have deeply discussed about all those things. Section 38, then they have discussed about Section 7, adoption regulations, about surrender child. They are different, deeply discussed. So you all must go through that. You know one thing, in Tamil Nadu, as usual, everywhere scandal is prevailing. Uh, some unwarranted elements are being nominated as member of Child Welfare Committee. At Rayapuram, some of the members are minting money by having contact with some railway protection forces and bringing the children who are arriving at minor children from North India. They are being collected and they are the identification tickets, everything is being kept unauthorized. And subsequently, because there was an allegation or a complaint about their engagement as a child labor. But this child welfare committee not following the law, because child labor is prohibited only if it is under age of 14. If the child is being brought with his father and he is about 17 to 18 years, these children were also been retained. And thereafter, after collecting a huge amount from the management who wants the labor, these minor labors, and thereafter they are leaving. When an advocate went there and questioned, that lady behaved like a rowdy and told that advocate is not entitled to step in the child welfare committee. I could not understand, and this is nothing but a adamant behavior. So I want to bring to your notice, and the authorities, or if anybody want to take this matter to authority, kindly take it. And they have discussed about case, Pattusami case, where Aadhaar cards were discussed, Article 21, about privacy and other things. So they have discussed the judgment only for the purpose of deleting the name of the father and mother. They say in order to protect the privacy of parties, parties' names shall be masked while uploading the judgment. The certificate copies of family court name of adoptive parents is disclosed. Confidentiality adoptive parents have to be maintained in public portal and adoption record under section 45 of the adoption rule. So they say this should be followed. So kindly, and what all are the intention of legislation, interpretation of statutes have been discussed. What all are the guidelines given? They say surrender child is something different. Child born to married couple is something different. And living in relationship and children born must be considered as a children born as married couple. And this is what the concept of Juvenile Justice Act interpretation, and the High Court was very magnanimous to convert the habeas corpus petition as revision petition as contemplated under section 102 of the Juvenile Justice Act. This is the way. See, the intention of the Juvenile Justice Act scheme was in conformity with the United Nations child organization, was that the child should not feel that he is participating in the court proceedings. But there is not seems to be very logical, because in uniform everybody is there, even they are not in uniform, but proceedings are the same. And there is no special enactment to punish the juvenile for the offences committed by him. They question him only under Indian Penal Code. Like NDPS Act, the law department must categorize the offences in which the children are involved. It should be concentrated. Let a research scholar or PG student of law, concentrate on this area so that the intention of legislation and and the United Nations organ directions is strictly followed. Best wishes.